Hi all, my name is Aryan. I'm from core team of IITM BH degree and I'm audible, right?
Yes, you're
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Hi Ayush. Hi, hi
Hi,
Shivam.
Aryan. Hi.
Yeah. Hey, so basically we can start from basic now. What is the solution challenge? We are all beginners by you. You are the finalist, so I think you can tell
Yeah.
us more about that. What is solution challenge?
Yeah.
We have con we have done info session about this, but you can explain
Okay.
us much about that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So to revisit, basically, a solution challenge is a 3 month long hackathon wherein you solve United Nations 17 sustainable goals using Google technologies. Now, the word Google technology is really important here because you have to use some Google technologies in your solution for the United Nations sustainable goals. Okay, so you have to really go in depth with understanding different sustainable goals, and the sustainable goals, they have sub targets as well. Okay, so this is a tip where you have to go through these targets as well and understand them, and align it with your solution for which making it basically. So yeah, that's what solution challenge is. It's really fun because it's all about sustainability and how you can make better living for others basically. So yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hi, by the way, Siddhant here. Uh, just wanted to know that could you Ayush and Vatsal, you guys were in the same team, right?
No,
Um,
No,
actually
we were not.
Shivam and
Sorry,
I
Shivam and
was
Shivam,
the.
Vatsal.
Shivam,
Yeah,
Shivam and
yeah.
Yeah,
Ayush were in the team.
Okay,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ayush, you're in. Okay, so Ayush, could you start by describing what your problem statement was and how it is
Okay.
related to the UNSDG?
Okay, sure. So basically, we select. Can I present my screen? Basically, I have some like pictures of our like
Sure, sure,
journey.
sure, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
just a minute. Where is the- I don't have permission to present the screen. Can you make me a presenter?
Yeah, I think you have the presentation permission. So.
Yeah, hello guys. I can share my screen just a minute. I hope the screen is visible.
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, Ayush,
Yeah.
it is visible.
So yeah. So basically, this is what my team was. This is Shivam. Then we have Kailash. He was our developer. He was Android developer, and we have Mehul. He was our product person. And yeah, this is our celebration we had with the Google Solution Challenge team after we were selected and it was announced. And this is one of our late night building and this is our whiteboard where we used to iterate different ideas how we can improve our solution basically. So yeah, our solution option, it was about we selected the number goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. So we basically it was a personal problem we saw every day going through our city, that we used to see a lot of garbage thrown around anywhere around. So we thought of, let's make, like it's a very common issue we see all around. So we developed something called as wealth application. It was an Android application which basically rewards you for collecting garbage. Okay, so initially we submitted it. We were very clear about what we were actually doing, right? But we made one function very much clear that we want to reward people basically for collecting the garbage. So while submitting it to the top, like while the submission was on, we created just one functional feature of our application. Not We didn't just bombard into different aspects of it. After we got into top 100, we then iterated on different features. So the important point here is that you have to focus on one functionality first while submission. That will help you to stand out in the large cloud. Last year there were around more than 2000 submissions, out of which people got into top 100. And the top 100 to top 10 journey is very crucial. That's very delicate. So talking about the solution, it was an application where scan and like collect basically, and our application used to reward. I will show it later on the whole UI as well. So this was like the to an overview of our application, and yeah.
Okay, yeah, this seems really interesting and engaging, to be honest. I think mostly it's an innovative way to approach garbage collection, and also it's a rewarding process. So yeah, that's very interesting. Could Vatsal, do you mind sharing your problems statement and how you approached it?
Yeah, so our problem was basically first, like, since we used to travel in trains when I was in 11th, 12th, we used to travel in trains, local trains of Bombay. So we used to see that LGBTQ people, like, people run away from them and all those problems they face. There's a huge discrimination. So we thought of spreading some awareness, and so we created a social media application on that part. And we made a web based as well as an app based solution. uh, I think I can show the video if I have it. I'll just check one minute. Yeah, I hope it's visible.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Hey Google, I am
Yeah.
Rajat.
I am Vatsal.
I'm Ankur. And I'm Abhinav. And we are from India. Addressing the problem first, homosexuality has always been a taboo in India. There's no community which provides a safe space for LGBTQ plus people to share their resources or their experiences with each other. So the solution that we have come up with is a social media platform named Quinn. It is basically addressing two sustainable development goals, which are reduce inequalities and gender equality. So it has various features like the user can build communities as well inside the app. They can find resources and they can create events for themselves. So let me show you what we have built.
As a new user, you can sign up and verify your email to get started. Once you are verified, you can log into your account to access the user dashboard. On the dashboard, you will find a variety of posts and articles written by different people. You can sort these posts by using two tags, popular and recent. You can also create your own posts, and we have integrated Google Perspective API, which will automatically check if the content is appropriate or not. So if I post LGBTQ community sucks, it will give me a warning message that this is not an appropriate post. And if I edit it to rocks, it will post my content. Right? You can also update your user profile by going into the profile tab. The images are stored in the Firebase because it makes it easy to work with images and provide an image URL as soon as you upload the image. We also value user privacy, so we have given the option to make their profile public and private. You can edit your user profile by going into this tab. We also have a resource page where users can find resources related to gender inequality, and we have an event page where users can create their event and see all the live and upcoming events to attend. Uh, our team is constantly updating and improving this app. We'll be adding blogs and community sections soon in our application. So this was all from the web part. Now let's jump onto the mobile application. So here is our app which we have created using Google Flutter. All the functionalities are same as we have seen in the web app. So have a glimpse of it. So this was all from our side. We are excited to collaborate with you and continue to grow this idea. Thank you. Signing off, Team Quinn.
Yeah, so basically this was the app and idea which we had implemented.
Uh, yeah, I mean, this seems really great because I think the app UI was fabulous. I mean, it was really minimalistic, not too you know, not too decorative and all that. It really, yeah. I mean, hats off,
Yeah,
man. That's really good. Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
So okay, so I think the participants now have a basic idea of what you guys' problem statements were and how you try to approach it. Um,
Siddhant, sorry to interrupt, but so everyone, we had Shivam here as well with us in the meeting. Shivam, are you there? Just can you say a hi, turning on your mic and camera if possible? No. Just a second. Shivam, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, please
Hi,
go.
Aditya.
Hello, Shivam, and so everyone, this is Shivam Gupta, and he is also one of the finalists on the top 100 in GDSC Solution Challenge 2023, and currently he is intern at the Yellow Strawberry, and I think we can really talk with him and get his ideas, so we will have a better self introduction, right? So we can interact more. So, Shivam, we just saw your problem statement, like your teammate Ayush presented the problem statement to us and explained about what you guys were doing, and that was like really nice. I mean, that was really creative. And right now, we are just exploring your problem statements. So, we will be diving deeper into the discussion. So, Aryan, Siddhant, you can just take ahead the meeting.
okay, so yeah, so hello Shivam, Siddhant here. Uh, So we saw your problem statement on how you wanted to have a reward-based garbage collection system in a way. I think it was really innovative and addressed the SDGs, UN SDGs. Um, but one question which anyone who would want to start his journey in the solution challenge would want to address is how should one choose his teammates, basically, in your opinion? So, Shivam, could you probably answer that? Like, how should I choose the teammates if I want to participate?
Okay. So, like choosing your teammate is like, see, in a team you require four things, right? First thing, development. Second thing, document thing. Third thing, presentations. And fourth thing, a overall skill which you require, right? So, choose wisely, like who is more suitable for you. Like if you have your friends which is who is more in app development or something like that, who is best in that, so you can choose him. Okay. And for second thing, you can choose a document for documentation part. If you have some one in GDSC like secretary or something, you can choose him. Okay. And third is like you can choose anyone, right? Which you think कि भाई ये suitable है भाई, you are more comfortable with it. Okay.
So consider chemistry, well, not just technical knowledge.
Hmm?
You're suggesting that we should consider chemistry, like the team chemistry, as an important aspect as well, not just the technical
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Anyone else in the panel has any opinions? Vatsal and Ayush.
Yeah, actually.
Point to be noted.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on, go on.
yeah, okay. So basically, yeah, the teammates should bring mixed match of different skills to the table. One can be a developer, one can be a developer, a designer, developer, and one product person, and someone who is like having a hold of the entire team to, team management is really important. Like someone who has
Hmm.
some, expertise in like handling teams, he can be a great addition to the team. Basically. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. Also, one thing to keep in mind, out of all the team members, at least one should be from GDSC.
That's an important point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, so we basically understood how to start with the team. Someone posted a question from which year of study we can start participating in GDSC. So I think we can start participating from the first year itself. But one question that any student would have is what is the ideal time for participating in the GDSC challenge? Because it could be like first years you can participate from first year, yes, but many people are scared to participate because they think they don't have technical knowledge. They can't form a team, they can't come up with a solution because I haven't even started coding and now I'm supposed to do app dev. It's not that it's not that I can do it and all that. So how do you encourage these people to like come around and get over these feelings and just start somewhere? So Vatsal, do you have any opinion on this?
I think first year students should definitely participate. They will get a good exposure as well as the technology which they will be using. They'll get in-depth knowledge. It will indirectly help them in their resume building and placements as well, since they will already have a working project to showcase right from the first year. And
Yeah, I think
others
that
definitely participate.
yeah, yeah, you should go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. To add on, having an early start will actually help you in like basically you will get more two or three solution challenges to participate. Okay, so for us
Hmm.
as well, like this year we didn't make the cut to top 10, right? So we were just in the top 100 and we didn't make to top 10. You learn from your mistakes. Like for us, it was like just we were building many features and the core functionality we were not very focused on, or the last moment submission, right? So there are various aspects of this hackathon, and hackathons teach you a lot. Like this is where the actual you build stuff, you learn a lot, collaborate with different people, and it's a great opportunity to participate early on and more experience and have it on your resume. And obviously, as Vatsal added, the placement part will surely help you.
Shivam, do you have any inputs?
No, I'm satisfied.
Yeah,
They have
okay,
covered all.
so yeah, I guess, yeah, because mostly people, hesitate to participate in the first year. But yeah, as these
Hmm.
guys said, it is important to have it's important to have the exposure. Even if you don't come up with anything great, you'll at least have something in your hands, and you will have the experience, which is the most important part, right? Okay, so Deva has a question in chat. In most hackathons, ideation is the most important part. How would you approach ideas? Most ideas are iterated over and again. How do you know if a solution is feasible? Ayush, do you have any opinion on this?
I mean, absolutely. You have to have a solid idea where you actually, put a like foundation over it. Basically, if you know the basically you have to find the problems which you are very passionate about, and your other teammates are like more passionate about it. So like having that very you should have a story. You should have something which happened in your day-to-day life or like something like that where for us it was like garbage where we see it all around, and some other countries do have this problem of this is very much resolved. So like think about that, in how you can approach that particular problem by having it. Is it does it affect you? Ask yourself a question, right? So that will really help you to solve it better, and help you to like basically build a solution.
Right, right. Shivam or Vatsal, do you have any other points
Yeah,
regarding?
it,
Yeah.
It's just like you should solve some people's problem. Like if you are solving some problem, you should able to solve for people. Okay, that would more help.
Okay. So you are saying that it should not be of your personal benefit.
Yeah.
You should create something that should like benefit the community, right?
Hmm.
Okay, completely agree. Vatsal, do you
Yeah,
have any add-on?
Yeah, one more thing that also while the idea is equally important, that in the first round I have seen that this code is not so important. Even if a minimum product is complete, you should submit it. Like they will in the first round they only look at the idea, the innovation, the way of solving the problem. And the code is secondary part. They look at the code but not so much. Even in our case, only one or two features were added and the others were added afterwards.
Okay.
right. So for the first part, you're suggesting that we should just have a skeleton of the code, and mostly we should focus more on the ideation part, right? What's it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I hope Deva, you got your answer. Um, moving on, let's discuss on uh, what do you think was the biggest hurdle? Now, this is one of the most important questions. Let's because everyone will benefit greatly from this. So, what do you think was the biggest hurdle? What were the mistakes that you made as a part of your project? Vatsal,
And
let's start with you.
yeah, in my case, it was that in our team, out of four, three were engaged in internship, so we could not give so much time for this, and like we had to give some sleepless nights to complete the project. So I think you should first see if you have enough time, then. And secondly, rest is equally important. So you should be able to manage times. In our case, we were not able to manage the time so much.
And any mistakes that you would probably want everyone else to learn from
Like
that
don't give
you
up in between.
might have made?
Don't give up. Like we were not
Yeah,
able to
that's
complete
important.
the app part. The website was completed, but we were not able to complete the app part. So after even after getting selected in top 100, we were not able to complete the app part. So don't give up in between.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, Ayush, any inputs?
Yeah. So, like, the thing is, for the solution challenge, you have 3 months to build. Basically, in Feb, somewhere around Feb, you start submitting your solutions. And as Vatsal mentioned, that initially you just have to build one, MVP, basically minimum viable product that makes your idea functional. That's important because we can ideate many things. We can ideate very non-feasible things. But if you are able to show it in a very minimal way as well, that makes you stand out the crowd. Because this year there are like more amount of application I'm like seeing around. So I feel that you should focus on one feature, build it around, and like iteration part you can just start keep doing it basically. So but initially you just have to make sure that you build your idea first, and and iterate later on this. So for the mistakes part, for us it was like we were focused on various features, and the core quality, as I mentioned, we were not very we built it first while submitting it to be in the top 100. After getting into top 100, it was bit overwhelming for us to to because like team coordination is really important. That went like bit different around. So yeah, having that said, you should be able to focus on one thing first, build it completely, and then iterate on.
Okay, so you're suggesting somewhat of a modularized approach to solving the problem, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in essence, yeah. Shivam, any inputs on hurdles and
Yeah.
mistakes?
Mistakes, like we have also done a mistake, like creating a video which we have submitted. We should create something more unique and in a better way. Like we have just shown that the app working and all, but we have to show everything about the surrounding and how it's work in people that we have to also make. It's like just not focusing on the app and functions. We have to focus on the video also that we are presenting.
Yeah, to add on to Shivam's point. So basically, while you submit your solution, you have to submit a video. So, for, like
Hmm.
we all are engineers, and we like to do things at the last moment. So I remember while submitting Shivam, so it was like 12 a.m. There was a deadline, and our video was not ready. We were just thinking about making this video, and the video was not ready at the last 30 minutes, and it was a race basically. So we just screen recorded our entire solution, but our solution was like suggested it to be on ground because we were collecting garbage.
Hmm.
We were like it was made, the app was made basically, and we like the garbage was able we were able to scan the garbage, but we didn't went out and basically shoot the video which we had in our heads. So time management is important role here. So you have to plan it very much clearly that to do the things which you have in your head and discuss it with your team because that makes like it easy basically. So yeah, like there are some because you have to showcase that to the judge basically. The judge panel will see you through your GitHub readme. So like make it like good, make them to understand your solution very much in a simple way. Don't complicate that. So yeah.
Um, yeah, probably. Shivam, do you have any? Uh,
Oh, thank you.
okay, I thought you were mute. Cool. So I guess we all have an idea of what we should probably avoid, and yeah, as these guys said, time management is extremely important. So that is one thing that anyone who wants to aspire to participate in the solution challenge should focus on. Varsha has posted a question for Vatsal. Did you receive any feedback from the to be users of your product? How do you identify the right people to approach and get feedback from, and how did it help you? Especially because LGBTQ is such a sensitive topic. Yeah.
Yes, actually, we did not have access to the right people. We had to distribute it among the friends, and we included our faculty teachers for that thing. Like they could give feedback on the product, what could be the other features. Like we think like they are more aware of the current situation outside. We rarely leave the college except for going for some trips. So they might be more aware of the outside situation. So they might be able to give better insights on that part. So we contacted our faculties and also among some friends who were day scholars or whatever. We took feedback from friends.
Right, right. Shivam, anything you have to say on this? Hello.
Okay, so basically, like if you currently don't have the, access to the right people, so you can at least take a dummy audience, right? So that you can have at least an honest feedback that what could be added and what could be like plus and minus of the
Y-
projects we are doing, right?
Yeah, yes, yes. You can make a dummy audience for that.
Okay, I totally understand. Uh,
Cool, cool,
okay,
cool.
so
Uh,
Siddhant.
uh, let's have Aryan take over from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, cool.
Hey, I have one question, bro. So it is written in the PDF that we can use open source things, and what you have used Google technology to build your projects, right? You have used open source projects, or you have used different Google technology, or what are they? Yeah, Vatsal, you can go on this.
You can use any technology. Open source are preferred actually. In our case, we used Flutter, Firebase, the Google Perspective API for spam and offensive content detection. And one more thing was, yeah, we initially had Google Cloud Platform, but then we removed it. So we had used these things. So Flutter is open source, and I guess the Perspective API is also open source. but Firebase is like not open source.
Yeah. Ayush, you can
Yeah,
go on this. Yeah.
yeah. For us, it was like our app was core built on Team, so it was all Google. So another thing we added Firebase. So it's a good tip to use Firebase as a database. So that like ticks your like basically gives user check mark to use the technology. And we also included Google Maps platform to basically map the garbage which were reported by the users. So we used that Google Maps platform. And another thing we used was Jetpack Compose too. And yeah, that was all the Google technologies. So it was like entire application front end to back end was Google technologies for us.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh,
Shivam, you can talk about the web app we made.
Yeah, the web app we made, we have used Angular and the Firebase for hosting. That's it.
yeah.
So
All
basically,
the
Hey,
we
Google tech.
represented our application there. Like you have to think like while building as well the business side of things for your application as well. Like that just adds on your like whole solution.
Hmm.
So yeah, we made like social profiles of our like the whole concept festival, and we also put that in our GitHub README as well. So think big as such, like get passionate about the whole thing you're building and give you 100% and you'll get the results.
yeah. Means Google technology is enough to get into solution challenge. Yeah. Right. Means you have to use open source.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
They are enough. Means I'm asking that. So, and
Yeah, I mean you can have combinations like Google technology is required. You can have different combinations as well.
okay, okay. Hey, Ayush, did you use any version controlling tools like GitHub and something related to
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. You have to submit your GitHub repo link, right? So yeah, we use that to have version control. We have. I will share the GitHub repo link if you guys
Yeah, you can go on, Ayush.
and yeah, sure, I will share in chat.
Okay, so guys, a connecting question to this, like there are people who are very good in different non-Google things, like for web apps, few are good in Flask and Django and kind of things. So they just usually ask that, yeah, I know Flask and Django, then like is it necessary that I should opt Flutter only and then I should build something? And is it possible that I'm using Flask and Django and then I'm using a software like Firebase, or like if I'm doing some AI project, then I'm using Kubernetes and all. So like is it necessary that the base platform should be Flutter, or you can use something else as base platform and you can add small parts of Google open source softwares, and then you can like represent that, yeah, I used something from Google open software as well. Yeah,
uh,
so yeah.
yes, you can definitely use any technology. You just have to include at least one technology from Google. If you are not using anything, host it on Google Cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess Google also provides some free credits for hosting during the solution
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
provide.
So if
Even you get
nothing,
a domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vatsal, this question is for you. I'm asking that did you have the opportunity to meet with the other projects team, or we can say that can you say a bit about other projects when you entered the top 100 finalist?
no, we did not have so much time to connect with other teams. Like we had talks on LinkedIn only, most of, but only with one or two members from a particular team, I suppose.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so
Ayush?
yeah, so basically after we got into top 100, we made like there was a celebration call basically by the Google Solution team, and wherein all the top 100 people got together, and we made a WhatsApp community was made, and Telegram group was also made. People used to share the LinkedIn basically. That's how we connected, and yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. Means this question is for all the three of you that how many people were in your team? Did you assign duties to each member, or if they are expertise in their skill, they are doing that only?
I mean,
Uh,
like how was the I mean workload distribution of your team, right?
yeah,
Yeah, for us it
Shivam, you can.
was like, yeah, sure, can I?
Yeah, for us, we have done like on the expertise basis. Who is more expert in the particular domain? We have done like that. There was bit workload on everyone.
Okay, so like that was equally distributed based on
Yeah.
work experience, right? Okay. And
Yeah,
Vatsal, what about your team?
We first formed the team and then distributed the load. So I was dependent for the app part, and other one was for backend, and two other was for front end of the web part. So that was
yeah,
the
it is.
distribution.
Yeah, means we have to form a good team, na? Right? This
Yeah.
makes a good competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, One thing in chat there is asked that one thing I want to ask that in beginning we should focus on one important point of solutions. Since the idea I've thought is small division based upon the existing problem, right? People are asking that there are many problems, so we can do about a means we can do about focusing a core problem
Hmm.
that includes many small problems. Yeah.
uh, like should I take this question?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ayush, please.
Yeah, so basically, uh, the 17 sustainable goals has some sub targets. So when you go to the official website of the Google solution, like sorry, the United Nations Sustainable Goals, you can see the targets basically, and you vice versa as well. Like if you have something built, you can align your solution to these goals. Okay. Otherwise, you can, if you don't have any idea what you want to do, you can research about this sustainable goals and then build a solution. Otherwise, you can do is like you want to build something, like it can be anything, but it should be like you're solving something for the environment or people. It like these are vibrant goals. Like these are like 17 different aspects of problems we have in our world. So you can think about it in both ways, like from the like part, otherwise from your part that you want to build something. For the development part, you can like start prototyping on Figma, like understand how it will go, like, and then you can move forward with the development.
Yeah. Uh, Uh, did you host your project as a live demo or did you run it locally? Means, are there any additional point for a live demo or packaging the final file? Watson, you can go on this.
I think it should be hosted since like Google team won't be having so much time to run the project on localhost. So if they get a live demo, it's easier for them, and anything easy is good for anyone.
Okay, okay.
Shivam, do you have something to add on?
It's like just how everyone can access. It's just about that only, no? They
Yeah.
Okay. Aditya, you can take over this meeting. Yeah.
Okay. So there is a very basic question like even when you would have been in very beginning stage, then you would have also thought the same, like if someone is very new to coding and like he just entered his first year and he have a good idea in his mind, but he is very like very naive in coding aspects and web development aspects. So what should be his decision, like should he form a good team or should he go to learn some skills first and then come to form a team? So what should be the step by step process for a very naive person like who is very new to these things? So Vatsal, yes, would you like to go ahead?
Yes, you can like first form a team. I think even if the team is formed today, submission time is I guess around 20th Feb. So still they have 2 months, and I think any 10 to 15-hour crash course on YouTube might be sufficient to make a minimum product, like to make the participant learn enough to make a minimum product. So they can learn it anytime, and 2 months is, I think, a pretty long time to learn a new technology.
Okay, got it. And Shivam, do you have anything to add in?
Yeah, not just 2 months. You have the whole. If you have more time, like after 2 months, you have the 3 months of space for submitting the whole problem, right? So that's also the space of time you can learn or you can grow. You should
Okay,
form
so
small teams.
it's 2 plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Ayush, would you like to add something?
I mean, yeah, initially this like right now you just have to do individual registrations and you can form the team. Like if you don't, you're very much like bit confused what to do and all. You can have someone like you have teammates who have bit experience, and then you can add on your expertise which you have. It might be like design thing. It can be like different expertise, but you should have some skill set, and you can obviously learn it and learn any time and contribute.
Okay, got it. So basically, at a gist, we can say that if even if you are not very good in programming or web development or app development aspect, you should at least go and register and start brainstorming your mind and start forming the team, right? You have enough time to learn and develop simultaneously, right? So that's a very good insight. And like this is a very personal question, and it's kind of like how were you feeling when you received a mail from Google that yes, you are under top 100 of this GDSC solution challenge? What was your reaction when you just saw the mail and you discussed with your friends? What was that reaction like? Ayush, like, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, so basically the mail came while in the midst of our end semester exams. So basically we had like a break between exam and the mail came. So it was an like surprise. Do I study or do I celebrate? What do I do? So yeah, we sat on a call, Shivam, me, Kailash, and Mehul, and we celebrated basically. So Mehul was a fourth year basically. He had his exam later on. So yeah, he suggested that study right now. He will like build, iterate, build things, and yeah, continuously. It was an happy moment. We got a badge on our Google developer profile. We got a dedicated mentor as well after that. So we had to schedule calls with that. So all the top 100 teams issued one Google developer expert, where you can schedule call with. Then we received like Google India team mailed us that how much like blue cloud credits you need. So it was an wow moment for us too, that we can have as much resources we want. We received support, and yeah, it was a fun journey.
Okay, good. And what about you?
Like we also had just finished with the mid sims, so like two of them were at home, and one of my teammate was just in the room beside me. So he came running to my room, and I was sleeping.
Okay,
Yeah,
it was a bit of a shock, right, while sleeping.
yeah. He woke me up and told me that he has selected. So like we were very happy at that time.
Okay, got it. And so, guys, I think 2 or 3 questions back, I asked about the other software which we can use apart from the Google Open softwares. So, I would like to ask that for suppose we are using kind of Flask or Django type things, then you need to give the right credits, and you need to present in a way that Google should not feel that okay, they are using this Django and Flask, so they are ignoring kind of the Google based open source software. So like, is there any case something related to this, or they won't mind at all, or is there any strategy to mention it in a very formal and kind way? Is there something like that?
In our video, we didn't mention any other technology that we had used, because
Okay.
in the guidelines it was written to clearly mention the Google technologies, not the other ones. So we stuck to that point and we just mentioned what Google technologies we had used. And the rest
Okay.
is like you can leave it. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so we can leave it. It doesn't matter that much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ayush and Shivam?
I mean, yeah, similarly, for us, it was an advantage that we had our entire application over all Google things. We didn't have the like different other technologies other than Google. So yeah, it was not a problem for us, but for you as well. Like as Vatsal mentioned, you can have it like covered between Google technologies. You can showcase the highlighted Google technologies first.
Okay. Okay, that's completely understandable. So, this is a kind of question which is like beneficial to our community. In our community, there are a lot of people who are either, I mean, in different parts of India right now, not in the college, and they are like few are doing internships, few are doing online courses, and few are doing something. So, I mean, they're not at the same place. Right? It might have happened that when you were building the project, you might be in your college and you were coordinating in a single room kind of thing. But guys, do you have any suggestions for those who are like not really close to each other? They are very far apart, and they still want to. They are eager to participate and form the teams and all. So, do you have any suggestions for these type of people? So, Vatsal, you can like go ahead.
Uh, like yeah, you can form a team. I don't think it's an issue since coding is mostly online only. Even my internship was also online. So the founder was sitting in Bombay. I'm in Jaipur. One guy from the UI team was from Jammu and Kashmir, I guess. So
Oh,
that's I don't think that's an issue.
okay. So you had a kind of very diverse team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. So the other thing is like these people are, I mean, kind of they are very far away and they are still eager to form a team. But sometimes what happens is like we are engineers as everyone said, and we like love to do things at the very end. And so, like, what was your schedule? I mean, how did you guys manage the communication? How did you guys kept yourself motivated? Like, yeah, keep doing this. Otherwise, like, there might be sometimes fights and all that. Why you are not doing this? Why only I will do these things? So, how did you manage these kind of things? So, I think Shivam is very interested to speak something in this regard.
Actually, we all four were in the same room, so we had lot of fights and lots of solutions or challenges we have faced. We have already one app developer, right? He has to build all the app and API part, so he has more efforts and more workload. So we have bit fights and all, so it's manageable, like how
And
we had done.
Ayush, you want to say
Yeah,
something?
I mean to add on basically, yeah, team dynamics like it's really important to understand each other. Like sometimes you just have to sit and listen when someone is talking, and you can just add on to his point, and like like it's not like fights are like happens, but you have to understand like everyone's perspective and respect that basically, and yeah.
Okay. And Vatsal, do you have something to add on?
No, not on this one.
Okay, I think you guys didn't fight any for anything, right?
Yeah, the work was very clearly distributed, so no one could interfere in any other.
Okay, that's very great. So I think like this is also a great suggestion that from the very initial stage you should distribute your work equally. Like you should do this, you should do that, and there should be a very streamlined deadline kind of things. Like let's complete these things very on this very date. Okay, so that's also I mean very great idea. So very soon we will be coming to some end conclusions. So there's a very basic doubt which every student had in their mind. Like everyone knows that first you have to register individually, and so the thing is like how does this flow? I mean, do you get the chance? I mean, from Google side to form a team, like you will get the profiles of everyone. You can approach them. Otherwise, you have to form your own team right from the start before registering, and then you need to form the I mean fill the form after forming the team. Is it that kind of thing?
I mean, first of all, you do individual registrations, and the one requirement is you have to be part of any GDSC club. So yeah, as you satisfy that, you can form the team and further submit it before the deadline, that is 22nd of February this year, next year.
Okay, so basically, if I am the team lead and I have three more people with me, so what I can do is I can just go on the website and register in the challenge, and then later on I can fill the detail of the other three of my teammates, right?
Yeah, while submission, you have to enter the team basically. Uh,
Okay,
you can have an team by yourself and let them know that you have to register it individually first. And while the submission opens, you can add their details and submit the solution.
okay, got it. And so there was a small question. I think I can answer it myself. So if anyone asking that can we form a team from different colleges, so obviously you can form teams from different colleges, but you should make sure that one of your, as our finalists said, that one of your team members should be from the GDSC, right? So that really counts. Otherwise, you are ineligible. So, and one more question, guys. I think we are reaching to the very end of the session. So, we will be coming with very straight questions. Like, while you are preparing your PPTs and videos, so for the videos, you guys mentioned, it should be very necessary that if your project is like based on some groundwork, then you should have some elements that should represent that yeah, on field the project is actually working. So I had a question that you guys have to prepare some PPTs and all as well, right? So what is its weightage? I mean, how much does it value in this journey? Shivam, you can.
Okay, so for the video part, it's like how you are explaining now. So it's all depend on how your project goes on and how you explain your flow in that video part. So it take a lot of weightage, not the code part, but it's have the more weightage on the video part. For PPT, might Ayush might help or make it speak better.
Yeah, so you can have your like PPT, like as the video part is also very important. For the PPT, you can obviously have like more about your prototype. You tell about your main features, explain it very clearly about the technologies you use, and you can have it detailed. Like for the technology part, you can have it on GitHub readme file. You can explain it very detailed, and yeah, obviously the video should be like according to your solution basically, and make it like give max creativity. Like for 2023 solution challenge, the top 10, one of the team was from India. So they built it was around communities and it was around communities part as well. So they, like they showcased, like they taken video short clips of feedback from the actual users of the application and they added to their solution. So, video basically. So like making it max creative and crisp. Like it should not go long, not get bored. Obviously the limit is very less, so cover maximum points and yeah, you will be good.
Okay. Got it. So, and this is the another question, and I will be taking this question from the chat. So, one of our community member asking that as a beginner, uh, I mean, what strategy should I have to understand the technologies and to implement my idea? Like, what are the few basic technologies which I should focus on? That yeah, it should be in our team. Like, there are some advanced technologies, there are some basic technologies which you should focus on, which will really help to scale any type of application which you are building. So, Ayush Watsal, do you have any suggestions, guys?
I think it depends on what kind of project you are working on. Like if it's a mobile application, then you should go for some mobile technology, and for web, you should go for web. So that depends on the problem. Like if the problem is better solved by a website, then it should go for go for some web technology. And also the problem, if it is better solved by some app with a you need machine learning or anything in the backend, you can make app or website, doesn't matter. But it totally depends on the project and the problem which you are solving.
Okay, got it. And the another question is like, for suppose you are building a solution and a similar type of project or a startup or something already exists in the market. Okay, for suppose I am building a community for, I mean, social media or something related to social community thing, and it might already exist somewhere. So like, how much does it affect your solution? Like, they count it, or they just want that you can build something which already existed, but still it should be like built from scratch by your own skills and all.
Uh, so like take so basically you should focus on like again we covered this thing, but again that having it functional is really important. The implementation part is important here. So like if you have an idea about like so let's say social, but how you implement it is important for them, and you have to understand the submission criteria. So they have like points distributed to different aspects. Implementation, like then there is if I think you guys have covered it. So the feedback part is important, the test
Yes.
version part, as well as if the solution is scalable or not. They also look at that. There are different aspects. Even if you like have an inspiration about something, like suppose for us it was Strava. Like Strava had something where they track your like fitness journey and all. And for us,
Hmm.
like it was like we converted that to like the part of things, right? So you can have inspirations, but how you take down, as Vatsal added, that problem, like you have to understand your problem, and then you can have like something similar but in different domain. So you can mix match that things and build your solution.
Okay. So basically, what we can do is like, we can kind of mix match and we can move on, right? So yeah, that's also a good suggestion. So coming to a few last things, like, this will be really the last question, and I think it should be asked here right now. So, like, what is the weightage of UI UX in a project? Even it's a website or application, UI UX is there everywhere. So basically, there are two type of thing. First, that you are very good at backend, you are managing everything and everything is going smooth. And the second part is like dealing with the UI and UX. So I mean, what's its weightage? Like, you should be very careful about UI UX, or you can take it as casual, or it should be very minimalistic. It should be very like, very fancy kind of thing. What are your suggestions, inputs, and ideas for this? Shivam, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, it is like how someone is understanding. You should think like a user, not a developer. Okay, so you are building an app. You should think like a user, that how a user can go through an app easily, and how he find it more easier to understand and use that app. It's not important like that in the UI. It's just like how easier you explain or how easier you implement your terms.
Okay. So basically, we should think from the user aspect, right? And
Yeah.
what do you have to add to this something?
Yeah, as Shivam said, the user should be comfortable using the project, but rest a decent UI is good enough. Like it should also like decent. It should not look messy too much, and the rest, the user experience is what matters at the end.
Okay. Completely understood. So, coming to the very last question, again, I said it twice that it's very last, but so sorry for this. So, there was one final mistake that every one of you might have made, which was like the reason why you didn't got the final winner title. So I would like to ask all three of you, like in just to summarize in one line, that what was that one last mistake that you made. Vatsal, you can go ahead.
I think giving up in between
Oh,
after selection
okay,
could not
Ayush.
give much time actually, so that's why.
Oh, understood.
I feel that keeping things moment and procrastinating it. So like if you have something in your mind, just do something about it. Just don't keep it on your to-do list pending. Like execution is really important. If you have lots of ideas, but if you don't know how you can execute it, it's really not useful. So yeah, don't keep things for the
Oh,
last. I would say. Yeah.
got it, got it. Shivam, do you have to add on?
Yeah, just same like time management and how you give your time to each part of the solution.
Okay, got it. Whew. Guys, that that was really fruitful discussion. I think I myself got a lot to learn from you guys, and this was a really great session. I mean, I am very thankful that you guys came and joined and shared your insights, your problem statements, what to do, what not to do. And to be honest, the last part was, I mean, the best thing, like anyone can get it, that everyone is very eager to know that what you did, what you did, what you did, but no one focuses that what you want to advise that you should not do, that everyone those parts, and generally everyone repeats that. So I mean, very genuinely very thank you for these advices and everything you spoke about the solution challenge, gave the insights and all. And we I mean, I personally wish you all the best from my side for your future, and a very great token of thanks from the whole GDSC IIT Madras and GDSC IIT Roorkee community. So guys, very much thank you for coming, and very soon we will be ending this meet. So if you guys have any last words to I mean share, or kind of thing which you thought I would share, and I missed asking that or something. If you guys have anything in your mind, you can just speak it. Or okay, if you have anything in your mind, you can speak it. Otherwise, we will be very soon ending this meet. So I think all everyone is mute.
Yeah.
So I
No, no. Yeah, thank you again for inviting us, and it was a great opportunity to, share our experiences. And as you mentioned, like the things which we didn't do, that it really came out through us with your questions. It was really an you know fruitful session for all of us. And I would like to share one thought that stop building habits and start building something. And if habits don't follow automatically, you don't really want it. And if you don't really want it, it won't last anyway. So yeah, it's all about giving your like 100%, and you'll get the results in the long term.
Okay, that's very kind of you, Ayush. Okay, what's
And yeah, thank you for inviting again. And that's all like from my side.
Okay, thank you, Vatsal. Thank you so much. Uh, Thank you, Shivam. Thank you, Ayush.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So, guys, we will be taking the leave now, I think. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And I think we can end the meet, right? So, once again, thank you to all of you. And thank you, the team, to the GDSC IITM and Rookie team as well. Thank you, everyone, guys. So, we will be ending the meet, okay? Thank you, guys, for joining.